And Bubbles got a skill point. Bubbles, you're just awesome. I see where we're going, Bubbles. You and I, Bubbles. Good morning, everyone. Dave from the wee hours here, back with some more oxygen not included. Is your head exploding yet? Mine is. Hey, if you left really insightful comments in the last episode, A, thank you very much. I look forward to hopefully getting some good advice out of them. B, I haven't seen them yet. I'm recording this back to back, so I haven't actually seen any of the comments from the first episode of this. Hopefully there are plenty. I will travel back in time and read them, and hopefully by the next one, possibly apply some of the things you pointed out. I do have a plan, though. We need to get water, and we need to get algae. And both of those live down here. There's slime, but we're gonna kind of conquer that as it goes along. So I need a bit of a mining operation going on here, kids. Let's start by digging this out. Let's get that out of here. And, we have research to do. Okay, Bubbles, you finished up with the plumbing thing that you were working on. Let's research, something else, really. Where does that plumbing lead to? Sanitation. We could have a real bathroom rather than the outhouse. A mesh tile that will not obstruct liquid or gas flow. So, basically, holes in the floor. Got it. A shower. That's going to improve morale and remove germs. Everybody likes to take a shower. And a sink. Right, so that will also remove germs. We get to electrolyzer. That converts water into oxygen and hydrogen. Rust deoxidizer. Let's start out with another basic one. We've done the food basic. We've done the plumbing basic. How about employment? How about we start with that? Because that will eventually lead to some really good stuff. That's a thought. Or power. I could get the jumbo battery. That would be pretty good. Because we're running on hamster wheels right now. And this will also lead into some more powery things. Yeah, you know what, Bubbles? You're my primary researcher, and you're largely the only person I trust around here, so you get on that. I'm going to build a ladder down to here. And then we're going to go over here, and then we're hopefully going to go down here. That's the plan. Now, we need to get to the water sooner rather than later, because we can't make any new food with the microbe musher that we built. We can't grow anything, even though we've got seeds. We have 13 seeds we could be doing something with. We need the water. And then we need the algae because the oxygen generator isn't generating any oxygen, and that's kind of the point of the game. So, Ruby, is this really the right time for a nap? Lindsay is coming right behind you with an electronic drill thingy, and she has no compunctions about just shooting the rock out from underneath you. Also, there's one of these pip things right next to you. You're back up in action. Good news. Now, one of the problems is as we go further and further down, we're getting a lot more carbon dioxide down here. It's a lot more unbreathable air in this neck of the woods. I suppose I could just build a wall here, right? And just seal that area off for right now. Or I could think about putting another oxygen generator down here when we get to the algae issue. It's pointless to do it now. Guys, you're just going to have to hold your breath temporarily until I get some stuff sorted out around here. Do the best you can. I mean, we got this oxalite thing up here, which is producing oxygen. It is emitting oxygen every now and then, so there is some breathable air down here, just not when you get down low. Does carbon dioxide sink? I actually really used to know the answer to this question. I had to do it, or at least I had to know the answer to that question for my employment. I don't remember now. It was a while ago. I think carbon dioxide sinks. It's heavier than oxygen. So it's just going to keep sinking to the floor. I could start mining this out and just get it out of here and then build a floor over it. That's a thought. I wonder if that'll work. I'm going to try that. I'm going to see if I can actually do something that I might consider to be reasonably intelligent to do. It won't be. But I'm going to try and think that it is, and I'll probably pat myself on the back later for figuring it out. Yeah, the kids aren't having a real good time down here in the carbon dioxide, but they're kind of getting... I'm really sorry, Nails. You're brand new. This is going to come up again and again. You're just going to have to get used to this. So kind of block off those materials. Hopefully somebody will come and get those before we wall them off. But we can come back to them later. We can find them again at some point, I hope. Anyway, I got to get the water thing, because we've got it. We've researched the plumbing. I can get the pitcher pump thing, And that will enable me to pump water out of here. And the bottle emptier and things that I can do to get water out of here. But I just need you to not die down here while you're doing it, if you would be so kind. Thank you very much. While I happen to be looking at it, I'm going to set up another storage bin, Whoozy McWhatsit thing over here, because we seem to be rather full. So if we're getting all this stuff, let's make sure we've got somewhere to put it. Bubbles, are you going back to research? Oh, you already did it. Did you already do that? Wow, you knocked that out really quickly, Bubbles. Good job on the power regulation thing. I'm going to build you a jumbo battery just to celebrate that. What do I want now? What do I want? I mean, medicine seems like a really good idea, because then I can get a new workstation to produce, medicine. Do I need that yet? I feel I should go down liquids more. This seems to be very important. Liquids and gases. Let's just get the basic ventilation done. Let's just start with that, and then we'll see where we want to go from there. Alright, the great project begins. I lose those resources. They sink into the water there. Is this old Pip guy going to be okay? Drowning and all? Guys, you're going to need to hop back. You're going to get stuck. Don't come crying. You're going to fall in the water, you morons. You're falling in the water. I probably should have saw that coming. I feel like I should have seen that. Yeah, I know. Can you build a ladder out by yourselves while you're drowning? I don't know, but I should have seen that one coming. Although, in my defense, what freaking moron would mine the ground that is directly underneath him? Okay, panic averted, crisis averted. We've built a ladder. I know, you're all soaking wet, you have wet feet, it's all terrible, everything's awful. Do I have enough room to put in the pump? Please say yes. Now that should work. If I put that right there, I don't need to have that sort of there, right? I can just put that right there. I think that's going to work fine. I mean, the little tendril things are in the water. I bet I won't get as much water, because all of the tendril pumpy things are not completely submerged. That's a very scientific engineering term, by the way. I don't expect anyone to understand that. But all of the tendril pumpy things are not completely submerged, so maybe not. But it appears to be functioning. I don't have any red icons saying this isn't working. So are you? Yeah, Ruby's got water. Okay, Ruby has got water. Fantastic. We can conquer one issue, which is the microbe musher. So did I still have that queued up? Yeah, we have that queued up to make as much mush bars as you can handle. Why don't we just back that down to say, I don't know, how many mush bars do we want around the place? We'll call it 25. Make 25 mush bars and call me when you're done. Now that we've got that, we can plant some seeds. Okay, so this oxfern seed, it converts CO2 into oxygen. Oh, that's very, very good. I should put that down here. That would be smart. Ish. But I feel I'm going to dig more of this out. And I don't have anything to put down here anyway. I'm going to put one in there. Just because. I mean, why not generate some more oxygen? That seems really good. I'm not generating any at all right now. I'll put a mealwood seed in here and a mealwood seed in here. And do I have anything else besides those? I had a bunch of seeds. Abor acorn. What does that do for a living? What do you do? Oh, it's lumber. Ooh. Can I grow that? I'm going to try and grow that. Oh, is it too big? It's too big. I need more room. Okay, that's what I'm seeing anyway. Okay, fine. Go back to the oxfern seed. No. Yes. No. No. Go with another mealwood seed just in case. I don't know how seeds work here. Will I get seeds when I harvest these things? I certainly hope so. What's your problem? Irrigation and atmosphere. Oh. So you actually need carbon dioxide. I mean, that makes a certain degree of sense. You specifically said that. I'm not sure why that's coming. It's a surprise to me now. Oh, you can just store anything you want. Thank you very much for alerting me to that. Okay, don't do that then. Uproot that. And then we'll put that, somewhere else. And I bet this is probably the part where the comments are saying, Dave, you should probably start putting up walls and ceilings and doors and things to try and block off and restrict gases and that kind of thing. Probably. I bet that's a really smart idea, because the larger space I have, the harder it's going to be to keep it filled with oxygen. If I have smaller spaces and I could, come up with a degree in engineering to figure out how to vent gases to other places efficiently, that would probably be the better way of doing it. But right now, this is what I'm doing. I mean, it's all completely moot because we don't have the oxygen generator on, although that's stage 2 here. That is step 2 of the plan, which is what it shall now be known as. Slime, great. Algae, that's what I'm looking for. Not much of it, if we're all honest about things. Not a lot of it kicking around. I did see last time I can eventually research something to turn slime into algae, which is very fun. Everyone should be doing that. But not a little bit more of algae down there, a little bit more down there. Oh, this looks like death. This looks like complete death. Polluted oxygen. Okay, let's not go live down there right away until I figured out the research and basically waited for the comment section to tell me how to live down there. Oh, and Bubbles just killing the research right now. Bubbles, you are so my favorite, and it's not just because you have such a fun name. Now what? Pressure management is what that leads to. Airflow tiles. Blocks liquid without obstructing gas. Gas valve, alright. Liquid valve. That seems like something we should probably have at some point. Manual airlock. Blocks liquid and gas, maintaining pressure between areas. And critters can't pass through the doors. Well, wild critters can't pass through the doors. Assuming at some point we can tame some of these critters. But that seems like very advanced class stuff. What's an icy fan? Oh, dissipates heat. Okay, temperature modulation, right. Ice maker, right. Insulated tile. Oh, that sounds good. We should probably have those. Space heater. Well, people have been complaining about being cold. I don't know why. The temperature is very temperate. Let's go sanitation. Sure, why not? We can have a real toilet, a big person's toilet. And Bubbles got a skill point. Bubbles, you're just awesome. I see where we're going, Bubbles. You and I, Bubbles. Okay, what could I spend that on? I could do advanced research, right? +2 science and supercomputer usage. I don't have a supercomputer. But I might at some point. Yeah, Bubbles, you're my scientist now. You can have advanced research. Oh, and Nail's got a skill point somewhere. You're brand new. I don't know how you got that. Why don't you have hard digging? Because we're going to want to make sure we can mine out everything. And some things require hard digging. Some things will require super hard digging. And some things will require super duper hard digging. So you may as well start down the path, Nails. You got kind of a tough name anyway. You can be my miner. You know, speaking of big person toilet, I noticed the first outhouse is almost full. Almost full. Guys, when that hits full, don't keep using it. Empty it. I don't really have anywhere for them to empty it to. Yeah, I know you don't have any algae. We're working on that part of the plan. Okay, back to the plan. Back to the plan. So where was that first bit? Right there. Okay, kids, this is going to get vaguely complicated. It's not, but I'm going to say it is. Granite, raw material, very firm. Ooh, do I need the hard digging thing for that? Well, we'll find out if Nails can get that done. Is this slime... It's not liquid, right? So if I crack into here, it's not going to, like, ooze all over the place. Like, if I busted open this hole here, the water level would start going down as it filled up the rest of the thing, as water does. Water finds its own level. That's about all I remember from sciencey classes. Get started on this, kids. I think I'm going to have to kind of make this up as I'm going along, but there's somewhere for you to stand anyway, and you're probably going to need me to have you carve out all of this just so you got somewhere to go. And I should replant this planter box so you can just be a mealworm. No, not mealworm. Let's pretend we're not eating that. Mealwood seed. There you go. Have yourself one of them. We'll save the oxygen plants for when we're somewhere with carbon dioxide, like right here. And then that can kind of do its job. Ruby, what are you doing? Oh, you're picking things up. Okay, specifically a mealwood seed. Well, Ruby, what did you think was going to happen when you went in the water? Did you think you were not going to get wet? That's kind of what water is. Guys, don't leave the mush bars on the floor, please. Put them in the box, the ration box. That's not cool, guys. People are going to step on that. It's going to be unhygienic. Oh, speaking of unhygienic, you guys want a sink, don't you? You're like really into that. No wash basin built. Can I actually build that yet? Have I researched that? Yeah, we can get that done for you guys. So have a wash basin and specifically have it there. Because I can put a direction on this. So you'll wash your hands when you're moving in the direction that I specify. I think, ideally, you should wash your hands as you're moving towards the plants in the food generator, so that you'll be more hygienic when you're handling food. That seems like a good idea, I think. Guys, you're leaving, again, the mush bars are on the floor. Don't complain to me if you eat a mush bar that's off the floor and you don't like it. You're leaving them on the floor. You are accepting food at this time, are you not, sir? You are indeed. Okay, good. There we go. Lindsay's wicked excited about the wash basin. This is the best thing she's seen all day. It probably is, actually. Most of what she's seen has been rock. So I want this to go right. Yeah. No, not both. Go back to, yeah, that one. Go right. Or right as I'm looking at it anyway. I don't know what you're doing, Bubbles. Why aren't you doing research? You're my oh, because you've done research. Bubbles, I will never, ever question you again. Great. So they're going to wash their hands every time they move in this direction, which means if they're handling the plants or the food, they should be more hygienic, which, you know, is just self-evident and a good real-world policy anyway. Probably wash your hands before you handle food. Why are we all unbreathable down here? Okay, we've hit a bit of a snag where nobody can breathe. We should get to the algae sooner rather than later, kids. Actually, is this a good time for the plant that sucks up carbon dioxide? I'll bet it is. Okay, team, we're gonna work on the algae nonsense, but right now, actually go ahead and dig that out, and then I'm gonna try and put that plant back up, and in the meantime, okay, I've got a new printable I can do. There's a lot going on here right now, but we've finally discovered some algae. We've gotten down to some algae, also some slime, but algae. That's very, very good. Go ahead and get that. We need, we're kind of running out of air, or at least the air is becoming mildly poisonous at this point. Well, I could print a new duplicant, but I don't think I want to do that. I don't want another mouth to feed, and I don't want somebody sucking up oxygen, literally. I don't think we can afford that right now. I will take the care package of some nutrient bars. Having some more food around here is not a bad idea. I'm real sorry to Bert, Otto, and Abe. You all are probably awesome, awesome people, but we just can't afford the air. If you come back later, we may look at printing you out, but right now I'm just going to take the food and run. I'm going to keep going down meal prep over here, because I feel that's valuable. Then we could actually do a farm tile rather than the planter boxes. I don't know the benefit of one to another, if it's a better idea to have the farm tile or the planter box. I mean, I would assume they're still only going to grow one plant at a time, but just in case, I'm working on it, Nails. Nails, P.S. Bubbles is the scientist around here. No, it's cool, Nails. I'm just kidding you. Just do whatever you feel around here. Yeah, we're at Ruby. I know there's no real good air down here. If you wanted to just dig out this last tile, I might be able to help with that. I'm not 100%, but I might be able to help with that situation. Teensy bit of a problem with the algae issue is that we've got the dirt over here, which is, you know, I'm going to assume rather porous, and the lake is leaking in. Not a lot, but it's a leak nonetheless. This is probably not going to go well. Oh, and it's full of carbon dioxide, but that's fine. I just need you kids to jump down and get some of the algae, and then I guess I'll figure out what to do with it. Oh, you built my tile over here. Good. I'd like you to put a planter box there. And hopefully this is all gonna somehow kind of work out where you don't die in the second episode of this series. At least they got enough algae to get the oxygen generator on. I don't think it's going to stay on for very long. Aha, yes, you've filled the outhouse. Okay, somebody needs to get on emptying that, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's a tidying job? Tidying. Wait, I got sad music. Is something going on? Is there something I need to be aware of? The leak is getting worse down there. I see that. Everyone is technically alive. Okay, I'm going to go back to talking about the outhouse then. I believe that is a tidying task, if I'm not mistaken. Sweep, mop, disinfect objects. Okay. Empty storage, mop, disinfect, repair, supply, clean outhouse. Bingo. Got it. So at some point somebody will get on that. Do we want to maybe make that a priority for someone? Bubbles, I know you've got a lot on your plate because you're awesome, but you are rather good at this. So go ahead and have that as a priority. I need you to be my chief researcher and janitor all at the same time. Okay, the new planter box is in. Let's see if I can plant this guy over here. I mean, I can. Let's just see if it's going to be in an acceptable area with the carbon dioxide. I feel it will be. Because, everyone's dying over here. So, it's not that they're dying. They're just very, very out of breath. Now, is that okay? Yeah, that seems... No. Irrigate... Okay, we've solved all the problems except irrigation. All the red things flagged up, and then they all went away except irrigation. That's fine. We can get water. We've solved our water issue temporarily. The leak is real bad. The leak is real bad, kids. It's broken the dirt. I did not actually know that happened. That was a surprise to me. I get dirt is porous. I do understand what dirt is. I just didn't understand that was going to happen. You know what, gang, kids, folks, team? Can you go build a wall down there, please? I don't know if this is going to solve my problem, but at least solve it in a temporary manner. And in for a penny, in for a pound. Dig out all of that, and then call me when you're done, and we'll put some walls up. Sure, go have a ladder into the lake. Lindsay, you're a brave duplicant. I like you. You've got cojones. You're going down into the lake. You're gonna build a thing. You might drown. Oh, good move getting the top one first. Well thought out. I'll put a tile there for you when you're done. Yeah, Lindsay's basically starved for oxygen. I get, if you want to leave, you could just leave, Lindsay. I know I've got some other tasks for you here. You are brave, Lindsay. Now, Bubbles will always be my favorite, but unlike you can hold your breath a really long time and do what I need you to do. So what's down below this granite? Okay, well, that's not going to get rid of that water. It's not going to flow through that. I don't think much of anything flows through granite. The slime, on the other hand. Let's not get slime lung. We've talked about this. Let's not get slime lung, but that's probably, I'm going to guess, fairly porous that water would flow through it. I'm just going to kind of see what happens to this water. Because I think I've solved the problem in a temporary manner, but possibly not permanently. Let's also, we've got, I think, 2 of those seeds, so we may as well get another one going. What's your problem with growth halted? No, you're back in action. Never mind. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Everything's 100% fine. Everybody stop panicking. The thing is growing that eats carbon dioxide. I may as well get another one going down here because, basically everyone is down here all the time, and they probably shouldn't die. More research to do. I need to find the thing that makes algae out of slime. That should be the next part of our plan here. Right, it's over here, the algae distiller, but I'm gonna need advanced research for that. I can't make that happen until I've done advanced research, which I could work on that. Could definitely move in that direction. Remind me where that lives again? Oh, never mind. I found decorations. We're doing interior decor first. Yes, I'm sure all the colonists will be dead, but the environment will be adorable. Okay, so after that, after maybe a few interior decor things, then I gotta get the supercomputer Whoozy McWhatsit there, or at least get advanced research. Otherwise, this is all gonna grind to a halt fairly quickly. Kids, is there a reason we're not digging the thing out? You've all kinda got things to do. Yeah, Lindsay's on the treadmill, Bubbles, as usual, knocking out the research, and Nails is making mush bars and leaving them on the floor. It is, a teensy tiny bit unbreathable over here. So, I'd like you to dig this out and see if we can get another one of these carbon dioxide eating plants. But, also I don't want you to die while you're doing it. Yeah, I had one more of these oxifern seeds, so go ahead and plant that in there. Thank you very much. What's your problem over here? Whatever it is, you seem to have rectified your problem. I don't know if that's going to solve the carbon dioxide issue down here, but I figure it's a start. It's better than not doing anything at all about it. And how long do you guys grow? You're at 65%-ish, give or take. The last one we planted later, so that's not as much. Alright. What other nonsense do I have to get into around here? Way more algae over here that I would really, really like to get to. But A, we're going to have to be underwater to do it. B, what's in our path is slime. And slime lung sounds bad. And I don't know what we do with slime. Do we just store it? It's an organic material. I would assume we would just store it somewhere. And then we can get to the algae. But then there's this polluted water over here too that just looks terrible. I'm half thinking, I know, half thinking is what I do for a living around here. I'm half thinking of just digging an enormous pit. Just a mine shaft. Sink the water, the polluted water, everything down into Death Valley down here. Where it's just awful all the time. It's just terrible. polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. It looks green. That's my thought. Just like a mine shaft and sink everything in there and kind of clean the area up. I am resisting the urge to go to artistic expression at this point, in the game anyway. And we will go, I will go to advanced research or whatever it is around there. We will do the advanced research thing just so we can kind of get that ticking along there. So we'll need employment first. That's fine. And then we can get to advanced research. Will be the supercomputer who's McWhat's-it, and then we can start to get on some cool stuff. How are things going over here? How's our... Yeah, it's kind of grim in this neck of the woods. And by grim, it's very death-like. And I have everything there. So many people work there all day. So I either need to move everything and bring it to an area where, people can breathe, or these plants really need to pick up the pace on the whole eating carbon dioxide thing, or I don't know. I don't have a second, third part of that. That's kind of where it all fell apart. Oh, it's pretty bad down here too, isn't it? Probably if I had the algae, I'd just put another oxygen generator thing down here. Well, despite my best efforts, everyone is remarkably healthy. Nails has a teeny tiny bit of stress. It's just a teeniest tiny bit of irritation on Nails. Apart from that, everyone's mint. Everyone's perfectly cool around here. No diseases. You're eating. It's all good stuff. You're not breathing when you're down here, but I'm going to try and think of a way to conquer that doesn't involve me completely renegotiating this area, although that's what it might devolve to. How is my thoughts on the mine shaft? Because then I could get all this stuff. I'm kind of thinking that's an idea. Let me know in the comments. This is my idea. I know I've already said it, but I'm going to say it again mostly for me. I sink a shaft right through here to drop the polluted water, the regular water, everything into the death world down here, and then just slap a tile across it and seal it off until I'm ready to comfortably deal with it, or the rest of my colony is dead. Let me know what you think of that idea, and if that might do the trick in terms of negotiating this area a little bit better, because there's algae in here, there's some aluminum, there's good stuff in here that I'd like to get to, but there's some hazards in the way. And we'll call it on Oxygen Not Included for today. We'll pick up some more of this next time. Hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. If you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. What does that mean, Deja? That's the strangest thing I've ever seen in a game, and I've been playing video games since Pong. I have perpetually and consistently blown all of my money on decoratives in any tycoon game I've ever played. Finally, somebody has recognized my effort and given me an award for it. Hello, miss? I would like to purchase some baked goods and a cappuccino. To go, please. I've got things to do around here.